I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. Who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated, you better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving, you can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls fix. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient, and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing all our minds and put the work in. We got some work, man.
I started to do.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. you. I know that time can heal it all. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off. Find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this. Life is a nuisance. Tie up some loose ends. I try to be human. Find a solution. My evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist. We made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good. Got a glass half rich. I know it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no, I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you. We died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous. Scared I would pop out fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of love, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty.
I started to go, gotta get through. I started to go, gotta get through.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off. Find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off. Find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact. Taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel?
How's it supposed to feel?
Supposed to feel.
They wanna sing my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.
How's it supposed to feel?
How's it supposed to feel?
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win. I'll take a stab, I wanna chase a bag. I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. Lonely now, I'll give up everything. Daunting though, if I could see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always destined for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once, I just so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started to outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
I'll give up everything, daunting though, if I can see my dream, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Lonely now, I'll give up everything, daunting though, if I can see my dreams, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
Welcome to the Nightcap, your TA home. Everybody knows we trade in them zones. Late night, no sleep, yeah, we keep it real. Crypto moves fast, no time for the feels. TradeFly rockin' charts, he about to take flight. Crypto Nightcap, where the dark meets the bright. This path ain't cheap, you can dream while you sleep. Steady building wealth, invest in yourself. Breaking it down, good vibes in sight. The makers in tight, adjusting my sight. It's all or nothing, this is how we attack. Get your head right, it's a Crypto Nightcap.
What is going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Nightcap. We're doing this every Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're bringing you some of the most important market news as well as technical analysis that you can actually use for tomorrow. Wow. Yesterday was crazy. It was an absolute bloodbath. Hopefully somebody took it as an opportunity to do a little shopping. I will tell you that I did. I definitely added to some of the bags yesterday. I took not only some spot positions, but also some leveraged perpetual futures. And we'll look at that a little bit, actually pretty soon when we get over to our blow fan, when we do the daily degen. But it was wild yesterday. And I will be honest, there was technicals that supported the move to the downside, but let's be real, it was news that drove the sell-off. All right, a lot of people got scared. The trade war, as they were labeling it, that lasted all of 24 hours, and now we're back where we started. Now some of the altcoins have not fully recovered yet. Some of them have, but Bitcoin is back in the fight, up over 100K, hasn't thought twice about it, and we went down to that almighty channel. If you guys have been following this and you guys did not take a trade when it went down to that channel, I am going to be disappointed in you, because this is about the fourth opportunity that we have had when we've gone down to the flight path, as I'm going to call it. And I mean, we wicked right off of it again. So of course, you know, your boy had to jump on that. All right. First up, let's go over to the chat, because you guys have been blowing it up. I want to show some love. Say what's up to you. I mean, Alexandra G already dropping a, I don't, was that was a sticker. All right. Not a super chat, but a sticker, $4.99. I appreciate you, lady. Thank you so much. If you guys don't know, she's one of our moderators here at the Piper Academy. She's great. She's a wonderful human, and we love her here on the show. But let me give some shout outs to people, and I might miss a couple of you because I can only scroll up so long. You guys have been chatting in the chat here for probably about 20 minutes already. You guys were asking for music, so you guys got Club TradeFly here a little bit early. All good in the hood here. But let's see who I can remember was in the chat early. Username was definitely in there. Jesse Goodlook was in there. I think I saw Jay Violet in the house early as well. Buck, what's up to you, brother? Army Piper's in the house. What's up, man? And Golden Wolf, yes, I saw you as well. Hopefully I got all of you that were in the chat early. Let me go ahead and scroll down now and see who else we got in here. But man, the chat is flowing tonight. I love to see it. Love to see it, man. You guys are amazing. So here we go. Mike Plays in the house with us. Sup, everyone? What's up, man? How are you? Caffeinated Crypto, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Kate Diggity, no doubt. All sets in here. Said, hey. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Let's see, who else? Scrolling down, did I miss anyone? Wick's wife, fine, 89. She said, what up, Nightcappers? What up to you? She is also one of our lovely moderators. Treat her with respect, or she will beat you with a wrench. All right, let's keep it scrolling here. It just skipped down to the bottom, so it is what it is. All right, much love to all of you. Thank you for being here in the chat. Thank you for being here and watching the show. And for those that are watching the replay, hopefully we've edited out the first 20 minutes. All right, let's get over to our first segment. That is going to be the Daily Degen. If you guys are new here, the way we do the Daily Degen is you guys get the opportunity to vote whether you're going to go long or short on a coin that we pull up. I've already got one picked out. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up for you guys. It's definitely one I don't know anything about. Haven't really heard of it, but I'm going to bring it up here. But you guys get to vote, all right? So this is your opportunity. Go ahead, get your votes in now. Right now it's 50-50. So somebody's got to break the ice here. We are 50% long and short. All right, so let's go. Let's get this thing going. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, we got it up. We got Buzz. All right, I don't know much about Buzz, but we have it up. It's currently sitting at 54 cents. Let me give you a little, I don't know. I'll say, when I'm looking at right now, seeing that it's coming up to the moving average, it's a pretty young coin here, but it is hitting this moving average right here. As I've scrolled through a bunch of these tokens, in projects, a lot of them seem to be bumping up against the moving average. All right, it looks like a lot of them want to retrace a little bit. Bitcoin went up to the value area high. Cardano also hit a key level. So looking at a lot of the altcoins and just doing a little quick analysis, it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a pullback here for some of these tokens. But again, totally up to you guys. You guys get to choose this. While I wait for somebody to actually break the tie here, I will pull up the entries that I'm in. So this is what I was talking about. I did take some leverage plays on both Cardano and AVAX. All right, we'll do some TA on both of those to see why I made that entry. I will say Cardano, that one went all the way down to 50 cents. That was at 50% retracement in less than a week. I mean, it was just at $1. And so when it went down to 50 cents, there was actually one little level down there. It was a small range, and it reminded me of Bitcoin, I don't know, probably about 4 or 5 months ago. And I was like, you know what? This could be an opportunity. I saw a nice wick off of there showing you some buying pressure coming in, and then it just kind of maintained there. As it dipped down one more time, I could see the RSI working its way back up, and I decided to take a position. Now, I didn't go super long on the leverage, all right? I only used 3x because I was being a little bit cautious, all right? So full transparency, I did actually take a leverage position out on Cardano at 80 cents, 81 cents. That did get liquidated. All right. So it's not all, sunshine and rainbows. Full transparency here on the Piper Academy. I got liquidated on that one. I have since fought back. I recovered my position and then some, which is nice to see. But the day did not start off well. All right. It was a sea of red. But the thing is, you can't give up. And that's the lesson to be learned there. Don't give up, all right? Don't get shook out of your positions when you're trading, because there could be more opportunities and they could come very quick. So you got to stay kind of in tune. You got to shake it off quick. That's one thing I've learned. There's been a lot of times where I got shook out of a position. I hit a stop loss and it came down to a key level that I had identified. And I was like, man, like there was still an opportunity to jump back in that trade. And I actually could have accumulated more of that asset at that price when it went down than I had originally. Let it sink in. So I want you guys to think about that as you're kind of approaching these crazy days. The other thing is, and we'll talk about this more than when we get into the news, is how the news affects the market. And if you understand some of this and kind of the way things are working, it gives you a little bit of an advantage and it makes you feel a little bit more comfortable getting into some of these trades. All right, so it looks like you guys are officially short. You are 53% short. So let's go ahead. Let's go back to that. To Blowfin here. This is the exchange that we use. And we're going to take a short position. I'm going to end that poll now because that is something I haven't been good at. Here it is. All right. So we are going to scroll up here. What's going to let us use, because it's probably not 50x on a crazy coin like that. It's only a 20x. No biggie. All right. Let's go ahead and throw some money on that. Not quite that much. What do we think? 20x. Nope. Not even that. What? That ain't that big a deal. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Let's get it in. Boom. All right. We got a 20x short on Buzz in. You guys got to vote on that. Short it is. Short it is. That is right. That is right. Said that's Hive AI. That coin is it. TradeFly. Yeah, I don't know much about it, man. But that being said, we're hoping it goes down. So sorry if you're invested in it. All right, let's get over to the news. We'll talk about that, and then we'll get into TA because we know that's why you guys are here. All right, first up, we got the old orange man, and he just signed an executive order to create a sovereign wealth fund. Now, understanding kind of what that is basically like a state contingency fund, and they can use hedge funds. I mean, they can use bonds, they can use all kinds of different things. But why is it important? All right, why is it important that they signed this order? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but there is speculation. All right, Piper could probably chime in here. He'd probably be like, you know what, man, it's not constitutional. But that being said, there's speculation that people could start using Bitcoin as part of this sovereign wealth fund. All right, so they'll have this money essentially in reserve. Now, it is state funded again, but some of them, like Texas, I believe Arizona was one of them, and then what else? New Mexico, I believe, also has this sovereign wealth fund, and it's like multi-billion dollars. All right, so these are pretty big, substantial funds that are kind of kept on the side. But that being said, there is speculation that it could include crypto or Bitcoin specifically. This could be that way. This could be that way that we start kind of instituting these reserves, right? We start with these state-funded ones, and you can already see some of the states have passed. They're going to use it as a financial reserve, anyways. But it could be that small step, that incremental step into the Fed ultimately using it as a reserve. All right, so let's get over to the next bit of news, and this is the Kabisi letter. All right, absolutely insane. Just 48 hours after the trade war began, President Trump has reached a deal with both Canada and Mexico. This includes both countries deploying 10,000 personnel to monitor the border and reduce drug trade. U.S. tariffs on Canada and Mexico will be paused for at least 30 days as part of the deal. So funny thing is, I was about to make a video. All right, I was thinking about making a short. I don't make many shorts, but I thought about doing it today because I felt compelled. And the reason I felt compelled was understanding what Trump is actually doing here. He is using business tactics in politics right now, and it's working. All right, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But the thing that I was gonna call, the shot I was gonna call, I don't make a lot of calls. I don't call a lot of shots. I try to stay out of the prediction business. But the thing I was gonna say, I said, watch, the next player that's gonna put troops on the border is gonna be Canada. I knew it. As soon as Canada, or not Canada, but Mexico jumped in on that, it immediately triggered me. I was like, you know what? Canada's going to fold. Canada's going to fold, and they're going to put troops on the border. So let's go over to our FUD segment, all right? Because I want to talk about this and how it all kind of relates and it's kind of intertwined, all right? Let's talk about how to understand the mindset here of how Trump is kind of using these tactics to kind of get what he wants. Alrighty, so RFK. I'm looking in the chat right now. Are you guys saying, am I peaking right now? Is the audio bad? Or are you guys just looking for Richard Berry? I'll wait for you guys in the chat here. I'll try not to be so animated. Maybe I'm peaking the audio, but if the audio is good, please let me know, and I'll keep rolling with this here. All right. Oh, you want them? All right, cool. I will work that. I will work that for you guys. A matter of fact, I will work it tonight, okay? I will send out a message to Richard Berry and let him know he has been summoned back to the Crypto Nightcap. All right, so this is the post that I put out on X, all right? And I put this out, I don't know, probably 8-9 hours ago. A couple hours before I started the show, guess who followed suit? The Kabisi letter. And they essentially were reiterating the same thing that I put out on the post. Now, what Trump is doing right now is, again, he's using a business tactic to get what he wants politically. All right, so you come in swinging. You basically, you ask for the moon. You have something that's so drastic, so, I can't believe he's asking for that, that initially you're like, no, that's just craziness. But what it does is it brings you in to almost renegotiate, especially when he has the leverage of the tariffs, okay? And so understand what he's doing. He's using the tariffs as leverage, and he knows that the GDP of these two countries is very much dependent on the U.S., all right? It's a very high percentage. It is not the same as the U.S., where their dependence, or our dependence, is actually, I want to say it's less than 5%. I think it's more closer to like 2.5% in terms of what we use from Canada, or what we import from Canada and Mexico. All right, as part of, that ties into our GDP. So when he has this as leverage and he throws that out there, they're like, oh man, this is going to have like effects. Think about it. Their manufacturing is going to be affected. I mean, there's so many entities within their country that will be affected. This is definitely a tactic that he's using. All right, so they freak out, and when I say it's a win-win, what happens is they fold, and then they put troops on the border, because what was Trump's biggest policy, or the thing that he wanted to accomplish, not only last term, but going in, he still kept this narrative going, was securing the border. All right, that was his biggest thing. So he uses this as leverage. All right, and then he ultimately gets what he wants. So he has another country not only willing to now take, illegals back, but now they're going to provide troops to protect the border. So they're going to provide troops to keep people out of our country. I ain't never heard that before. I mean, you might see it somewhere like North Korea or something like that, because they're a little wild. But there are countries that are going to be protecting our border, essentially, to the north and the south. That's wild, man. Like, he's winning the game. I don't care what you say, whether you like him or you dislike him. He is taking his business acumen and he is winning the game in this instance. I'm not gonna go, and say that like he's doing everything correct. Won't go there. But in this instance, he won the game. All right. There is no doubt about it. And now the tariffs are put off, right? So this whole taxation thing of, all right, we're going to use the tariffs to offset the taxes, the income tax, like, well, now we've moved on from two of them, so we got China at 10% now, so who knows if this is really going to actually replace or be an effective means to replace taxes, but here nor there, this has been an absolute win-win for the president. No matter how you look at it, it's been crazy, but it's really business 101. Like, you come in swinging, and then you bring them back, and you're like, okay, well, let's meet in the middle. I'll meet you in the middle. How about that? And let's renegotiate. So people that would not renegotiate, they were like, nope, we're not renegotiating. All of a sudden, are renegotiating. It's kind of wild. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, and just so you guys can understand kind of how this whole game is being played. It's very, very interesting to me. Honestly, I've taken a lot of interest in it, and I've been reading quite a bit about it. All right, let's go over to the chat real quick. Let's see who else we got in here. I got the Dusty Hunt. What's up, man? He said, yo, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Who else we got in the chat? Did I see anything about Alex O? Bro, Alex O's reply to that post. Oh yeah. Alex, he said he asked for me to adopt him. I was like, I ain't gotta do that, man. You're already family. So straight up. He can come visit whenever he wants. And if he cooks, that's even better. That's even better. Shoot. I might adopt him. I'll have a little baby otter. It'll be good. All right, let's go over to the market update. Let's get that going here, and we will get into the TA. All right, this show is going to roll pretty quick today. All right, so looking at February 3rd, which was today, you had the manufacturing PMI. All right, that rose to 50.9, and that's actually, that was beating the forecast. And this is actually the first time it's expanded in the factory sector after 26 months of contraction. So this is good. Not surprised to see it, okay? People knew that Trump had been elected, and so I think that's going to directly correlate to an increase in manufacturing in the United States. So not at all surprised by this. Let's go ahead and go back. Let's see what we got going on here for tomorrow. You got JOLTS job openings. For February 5th, you got the services PMI, and then for February 7th on Friday, you got non-farm payrolls, unemployment rates, and Michigan consumer sentiment. So there you go. You still got a couple things coming up this week, but nothing like last week. Last week was the week in terms of really finding out where we stand, and that was probably where you were going to see the most volatility in the market. You did see a little bit. You saw a little bit of a sell-off, a little bit of nervousness going into those meetings, and then, of course, he was dovish. So it wasn't that big a deal. It's kind of a nothing burger, to be honest with you. All right, over to the crypto bubbles, and it is green AF out there, man. XCN recovering pretty nice. That is at 27.5% in the positive. Ondo is at 15.7. Farcoin at 22.3. XDC at 19.4. Hex, who cares about that? Throw it out. 21.5. Jupe at 17.7. XRP at 14.7. I do like to see that because I did take a spot position on XRP. I didn't get in at as good a price as I would have liked to. Definitely a couple people caught some better prices than I did, but that's okay. It's already recovered. It's above my entry. I'm not upset about it, all right? I did add to some XRP. The reason I added to some XRP is not only is there's been kind of a nice move for XRP showing me a lot of strength, but this narrative of, potentially not having taxes on American-based cryptos means I am now going to allocate a little bit more of my portfolio just in case that comes to fruition. Because why not, right? If that case, then I can offset the difference in what something increased, in terms of profits by not paying taxes on it. Kind of cool. All right, so I'm getting ahead of the curve. I don't know if it'll actually happen, but here nor there, that's what I'm going to do for now. Other than that, man, I mean, it's green all over the board. Why read them all? Okay, it looks good. It looks good. Anything in the negative here? Let's see what we got here. Official Trump. I don't think is that the actual Trump coin? Is it called official Trump? I don't know. It's red. AR, Arweave is down as well. Other than that, nothing too crazy to write home about. Let's go over to the liquidation heat map. You can see where the liquidity is building up. All right. The just after this last bit of resistance here, we got a rejection, and then liquidity is coming in. But it was already there, to be honest with you. Right here, you got a rejection at about 101,950. About, we'll just call it 102 for government work, right? 102, there was liquidity. That liquidity was already there, and it's increasing. It's getting hotter, and even with this latest rejection here. I'd be careful with that. I'd be very, very careful with this. Leaving a stop loss, or even taking a leveraged short position and having liquidity up here. That's probably more than likely high leverage positions are sitting right here. The trend is up and right now, right? I mean, obviously short time frame, we've had a super good bounce. I mean, if you want to call that V-shaped, go for it. But you can see just a series of higher lows, higher highs, man. So when you have the price action trending into liquidity, likely that liquidity is going to get reached out and touch it. All right. So for that reason, I'm probably going to stay in some of my trades. Cardano might be the one that I think twice about, though, and we'll talk about that. But again, liquidity is up to the top side. And remember what I talked about. I do want to point this out, right? Because we kind of spent a lot of time talking about the liquidation heat map and how it's applicable and how you can use it. And one of the things that I always say to look for is when price action is trending down, it clears out all the liquidity and it gets dark. All right, it gets dark. And then you see that buying pressure come in. That means they've been beaten into submission. There's no more liquidity to be chased. All right, so there's no interest there for the market maker to continue to chase any more liquidity. So it's time to go to the upside and chase that liquidity, right? So I'm not saying that that's a sole driving factor, but I mean, how many times have we seen it on these maps? The price is going up and down, right? And it's just clearing that liquidity out. And it consolidates. And when it consolidates too, it's going out and touching that liquidity. And then you'll get those wicks down, right? You'll get a swing failure pattern. You clear out the liquidity, it reestablishes the range, and it's just, it's nonstop, man. It's like this perpetual circle of clearing out liquidity. It's kind of crazy. All right, let's go over to, I was talking about Cardano. Let's talk about that first. All right, so Cardano, I got in, my entry was at about 60 cents. All right, so right about here. Not the bottom, but not bad. Not bad, Dan. All right, what was I looking at? This is what I'm talking about. This range right here is exactly what I'm talking about. And this reminded me of Bitcoin. Okay, so you can see this was a nice little bull flag before it moved off. But this range right here is why I'm not going to say I felt totally comfortable taking my position. Let me be clear on that. But that being said, once we came down here, I was like, okay, if I get some buying pressure, and I saw a strong wick on way smaller time frames, I was like, all right, if I get some buying pressure here and we come down to this range, because that then is like a steep drop off, right? That's pretty crazy. So I was like, all right, I mean, there's probably some liquidity sitting in this area, and it would make sense. It would make sense for me. So again, I will say, little touch of gambling. Let's be fully transparent with the way it was falling yesterday. Like, it was wild. And I told you, I had my first entry. That one got liquidated at 80, I think it was 80 cents, 81 cents. All right. So we have talked about why I thought it could come back there, but that was based on a fib retracement, as well as it being both support and resistance at different times. I thought worst case scenario, it would come down to the bottom of this range. So my liquidation price was actually at 61 cents, I believe. Yeah. So that I think, it might have been a little higher. I think it might have been a little higher than that. But anyways, it wasn't a ton of capital. And so I was kind of willing to layer into it, kind of play the game. I did not think price was going to fall that far. Full transparency. This is why we use stop loss, folks. This is why we say use a stop loss. I did not. So I watched my money just fly up into thin air. It was fun. It was fun to watch. But I didn't stay out of the game. I stayed fully engaged, and I was like, no. I'm not getting pushed out. Okay, so that's what they want to do. It seems like it comes right down to your darn liquidation price sometimes, and then it just bounces. And I was like, not today, sir. So I did jump back in. And now we're getting to a key level. We're getting back up to my entry, right? It's my original entry. We're getting up to about 81 cents here. And that's why for Cardano, I'm a little bit more nervous. All right, so this is, I think, a very key level. You got your dynamic reactor working its way down. That's less of a concern right now, even though it has been riding the dynamic reactor. All right, look at this, man. Since it's turned down, all right, dynamic reactor all the way down so far. All right, so that in confluence with having a horizontal level, I think might be my line in the sand. So I think I might just go ahead and take that win. I think it's close to $900, $1,000. You know, good trade. I'll take it. But this one, let's be fully transparent. All right, this one was a little bit of a risk. It was kind of a risky trade because my entry was here. I was not planning on this. This was not something that I was planning on. However, I did have this horizontal that I drew. And the reason I drew that was because I was looking at this little area, you know, before this little range that it was kind of bouncing around in. It basically was just a pennant, and then it moved on. So bull flag, bull pennant, boom, little stop here, pushed up again, bull flag, moved up again. But anyways, I was looking at this range, and I saw both support and resistance, and I was like, okay, all right, that's feasible. I want to say I did a fib retracement on my phone. Don't hold me to it. I think I did. I know that's why I was looking at the 81 cent area, 82 cents. Yeah, because that lined up with this lower area of support. That's why I had the horizontal there. We've talked about that a couple times. And then let's bring this over just a little bit more here. Well, that didn't work so well. Let's move the screen. I will make you do what I want you to do. All right. There you go. So almost down to the platinum pocket. Pretty close. Pretty close to the platinum pocket. You guys know Piper loves the platinum pocket. The 0.786 right here at about 53, 55. I know on some exchanges it went down to 50 cents. This is Coinbase though. On Blowfin, it did go down to 50 cents. So it actually went into the platinum pocket on Blowfin. So there you go. So here we are. Basically, the big thing with Cardano right now is I think you're going to find support right here. I know it says a 618. This is from a macro though, but at about 70 cents. I think 70 cents makes a lot of sense to find some support. And it's just the bottom side of this range. But the things that scare me about Cardano right now, the trend has officially kind of turned the other way. All right, ever since the high, you're getting a series of lower highs. Arguments to be had on lower lows. It depends on where you start, right? There's always trends within trends. I mean, if you start here, lower highs, lower lows. If you start here, you could even, even from here. This one actually might be, no, that one's a little bit higher. Depends if you're a wick guy or a candle close guy. Technically speaking, you should take, candle closes, but it still doesn't look like a lower high. But you can see kind of the trend reversal, right? And then your oscillators, or not your oscillators, but your dynamic reactor, your quantum reactor are both showing you that the trend is negative. It's bearish right now. That's why they're both red, more purplish color in the dynamic reactor. So, that gives me a little pause, right? You don't always want to trade against the trend. That's kind of bad business typically. When you're chasing wicks though, different story. When you have bloodbaths and you think there's a recovery, and I thought there would be a recovery based on, I thought it was going to be a quick turn. I really thought it was going to be a quick turn on these tariffs and the negotiations, and sure enough, I didn't think it was going to be as quick as it was, but I was confident knowing what I know, that it was going to be a quick turn. All right, I didn't think I was going to stay down forever. Okay, so right now, key level at about 81, 82 cents. All right, we got to break through that. I would like to see us get over the dynamic reactor for I feel a little bit better about moving up, but really don't really care too much about the 382. I'd say the next stop for me that I care about is really at about $1. All right, so you see $1.01 kind of highlighted psychological area. Now you got the quantum reactor coming down. It's just it's an algorithmic like moving average, right? It just kind of consolidates moving averages. So that being said, I think if we make it through this area that we're at and we get over top of the dynamic reactor, then I think it's pretty clear skies. All right, clear skies to get up to about $1 for Cardano. But I would like to see an OC retest. You guys know what that looks like. Boom, come down, retest, and that would give me a little bit more of a warm and fuzzy that we're going to continue up and right for Cardano. You also like to see the oscillator down here continue to work its way up as well, right? So you want to see it kind of do something like that, and you'll see the trend up and right. Okay, so look for that. Look for that break, look for the retest, and then, you know, that could be a potential entry. So again, you know, up to you if you want to do a 2-to-1, 3-to-1, totally up to you on that. Let me see what that would look like for you guys. Let's see, take a long from there. All right. All right, right now it's at a 2.95. All depends on how you want to do it here. But taking it up to about $1. So if you want to go 2-to-1, you would be looking at a stop loss right about there. And that kind of coincides with this wick right here, as well as it's below this little bit of a range right here. I would probably be a little more conservative with this though. Actually, this needs to go up a little bit. There you go. So yeah, it gives you about a 2.37 to ride that up to kind of the next spot. I got to be real with you though. If it was me, I would look at this area for support. If we lose this area, kind of the bottom side of this second wick as well as this range, so I would personally go a little closer to 1-to-1. I know that's not ideal in terms of trading, so this would probably be a low leverage type of play for me. But if you want to use a little leverage and you want to get froggy with it, you know, you guys can kind of adjust it how you see fit, but I would definitely stay at least under the bodies of these two candles on either side. And then below this wick, as well as this little range right here, all the way to the right. All right, so this range right here, you want to be at least below that. All right, at least so you have some kind of area where you can find some support if you're putting a stop loss in there. But that's one thing you can look for. And if we come down for a retest, you know, then we can look at an opportunity down here. So it's just a matter of sliding that kind of down and you know, doing what you think is appropriate in terms of your risk management. But that is a big piece of this, all right? Make sure that you are practicing risk management. Don't be me. Don't be me and watch it go down, down, and down, where I could have put a stop loss in, all right? So if I was smart, I would have put a stop loss in, you know, probably somewhere a little closer to here. I did not. I was like, there's no way. There's no way it's going to fall 30, 40 cents in one day. What actually was that dip yesterday? This is the 8-hour. Okay. So, that was 37 cents. About 37 cents. Let me go to the daily real quick. Yeah, 32 cents. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. 32 cents on Cardano. That's wild. That's the 30, probably more than a 30% drop. So, all right, that's what I'm looking at on Cardano. Let's go over to AVAX. That was the other play. And why did I jump in on AVAX? This one was a lot easier. All right, this was a lot easier because I wasn't looking at AVAX originally, but you guys know I do like AVAX, and at some point I think AVAX is going to pop. When it got down to $22, I didn't even think twice about it. All right, because that is where this started. This started at $22.58. This whole move started at $22.58. All right, that was the low before we made the move. I didn't even think twice about it. We've just saw 50 some dollars, right? $55. We just saw that here in December. And then we came all the way down. So more than a 50% retracement. You see that all the time in crypto. Those 50% retracements are nothing new. And I tell you, that's the opportunities that I wait for. And I am very, very big on letting price come to you. I cannot tell you how many times that you think that you're out of it. You missed the move. I promise you, there will always be opportunities. And you just have to stay engaged. And that's why it's so important to set some of these alerts, right? I started getting notifications, it was just going nuts. It was like, this line had been hit, this line had been hit, this line had been hit. And I was like, damn, well, I already know the market's dumping, but let me look at, where it's at relative on some of these other tokens or these other projects. AVAX, $22, I'm in. I didn't even have to think twice about it. All right. So, I mean, you're going back. Let's go back. Look at this, man. I mean, this goes back to November. All right. So November, and you can see just by looking at this range right here, this is kind of it consolidated there for a while. Had some fake outs up and down, but let's take the mean. The mean is at about, I'd say, a little closer to 23.8, 24. All right, that's the mean. And then you had that little dump, clear out liquidity, boom, take off. All right, that's what you see all the time. Looking at this again, about 29.6. Okay, that's like your top side where you saw that. And then look, if you put a horizontal on it, which I would have honestly preferred to see it find support there. Right now, I think it's probably gonna end up being resistance. You gotta be careful of that. All right, so that'll likely be my exit, or where I take maybe my initial capital out at about 29.2. All right, why? Because that's the top side of this range. It was the top side of that range. And not only that, if you move it up just a little bit here, at about 30, that's where it retested. So what was resistance got retested, flipped it from resistance into support, boom, take off. Here we go, up and away, up to 55, 56 bucks. All right, so here we are now down underneath of that. So we did maintain over the quantum reactor at least, but that's, I'm a little nervous about that area. Anywhere at 29, 30 bucks, I'm a little nervous about it. If price does push up there, I'll probably exit the trade and then just keep my eye on it. All right, now we'll look for the retest over that. So, probably exit here, wait for it to break. If it breaks, cool. And then if it comes down and retest, beautiful. Then I'm gonna be really excited. All right, because then there's opportunity to get back in. So that's kind of a way that you can maintain or stay in some of the trades. Now, do you lose a percentage of your profits? Yes. Do you have to pay more taxes? Yes. But what I'm trading with is a little bit lower capital, and I don't intend to. This is what I have on Blowfin right now is not my HODL portfolio. Okay, I'm not holding on to that long term. Now, because I have some leverage on it, obviously you understand that the gains are exponential, and I can roll that into a spot bag. So if we get back over this area right here at about $30, I can take my winnings, my profit, and I can roll that in to potentially a spot bag if I get this retest. If I get what I want on AVAX and I see what I like, then there's an opportunity to get back in. And it's just a way to kind of build your bag. There's a lot of people that take one Bitcoin and they turn it into 2 Bitcoin, and that's kind of how they're doing it. But just understand a little piece of the pie is that your profits, you might as well just deduct 40% from it. All right, so you only made 60% because you got to pay Uncle Sam at the end. All right, so understand that you're getting 60% of those profits, and then you can roll that in. Right, so your basis, though, understand that your basis when you do this, that does not count. Okay, your basis is like your cost, what you bought it at. So if you buy something, let's just make it really, really easy. If you buy something at $1,000 for $1,000, that is your basis. Now, if it goes up to $100, that is the piece that you're taxed on. If it goes up $100, so if you're at $1,100, you withdraw that money. Obviously, you got to pay your fees to the exchange too, but that $100 will now be taxed. All right, so that's your profit, and that will be taxed at a rate of about 40% if you were to hold it for a longer time, like for a year. All right, not like a year. If you hold it for a year, then you have what's called long-term capital gains, and that's closer to about 15%. Okay, so sometimes you got to think about that, especially if you're getting into spot positions or swing trades, whether you plan on holding it for a year or not, if that's your intent, because it really can make a really big difference on your portfolio and what you actually get to keep. Now, that being said, if they do come out with the American tokens, you don't have to pay taxes on that. That would be really cool. That would be really nice. And I will be trading the F out of those projects. You better believe that. So let's see. We've talked about AVAX. We've talked about Cardano. I don't even think we've looked at the big dog yet. Big dog. All right, let's look at Bitcoin. I got it on the 8-hour right now. And not a lot has changed. Even though we had this crazy dip down, not a lot has changed. Here we go. I got it pulled up right now. All right. So I'm going to be mad at y'all a little bit. A little bit. So I want to know. Please tell me that at least one person in this chat bought some Bitcoin at around 92,500. Please tell me that. Tell me that. Because I've been beating the drum for this area for months on this show. I think we've been doing this show for more than 6 months at this point, and I've been telling you 92.5, well, basically the channel as it's worked up. All right, so you can see it wicked off of there. It wicked off, and understand that this channel, when it wicked off of this channel was already here. I didn't draw this channel based on these wicks. This channel was already here. These wicks bounced off of that area of support. So we have had 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5, 6 opportunities to buy Bitcoin at 92.5 and below. All right, 90, we'll call this one 90,600. I've had 6 opportunities. I added to my spot bag. I put my money where my mouth is. I bought here. All right, I took a leverage trade here, rode that up, made a nice little like 14% on that one. And then I bought spot bags here. And you can see it's already very much in the positive. So I'm a little mad though. Blowfin closed out my trade. I don't know what happened, but I had a 5x trade on Bitcoin for a pretty nice position. I think I dropped about a G on it. It just like automatically instantly closed. I don't know what the hell happened. I got to contact their customer support. I'm a little bothered by that. But you can see I'm up 10% already. My spot bags are up 10%. So I think I threw about $5,000 on that on Coinbase. But yeah, looking good, looking good. And these are some opportunities for you. All right. So you came back, you retested. Man, there was so much buying pressure that happened there at that area. I'm not the bottom is in kind of guy. I know it's going to go down again, but the short term of this holding up, this area of support holding up looks very good. It looks promising. Let's say that. As it consolidates in this area looks it looks great. All right, it's showing very strong. It almost looks like it's getting stronger. Look at this. Look at the bounce off of here. Look at the strength that came off with that move. And again, now the wick is even longer, and the move made it. I mean, it just rocketed up. Now I know that news was a piece of it, right? They said, all right, Mexico folded, Canada folded in terms of what was going on with the trade wars. But buying pressure came in, man. It looks good. So let's talk about some areas if price were to continue its way down for whatever reason. And I put this on my X as well, but I still want to point them out to you because we got to be prepared. You can lather in, and that's one of the things that I did too. And I told Piper I was doing that because he asked, he was like, "Hey, where are you buying?" 92.5 was my go-to. Where did I lather in at? Look at this. I mean, you didn't get much of a close underneath of it. And why? Why was I looking at this area at about 95? I think 95.6 is what I was really looking at. Was this trend line? All right, coming down. You can see resistance, resistance, resistance before it popped. And then look at this. It's turned into support, which is kind of wild. All right, turned into support. I think this is news driven. Comes down, access support again. But you also had a horizontal there at about 95.8, 95.6. All right, where does that come from? Just go back left on the chart. I got a lot of craziness going on right now. Let me clean that up for you a little bit. Actually, I'll turn that off too. So there you go. When you clean that stuff off, you can see, look at some of the clear areas of resistance and support. Here, super clear. Very, very clear support. Comes down, very clear area of support, breakdown, actually pump back over it, all right? And then it got underneath of it, and you can see resistance, resistance, resistance. Retest, all right? Flip resistance into support, boom, price goes up, comes back down. Didn't really interact with it much on the way down. I'll be real with you there. Then resistance, resistance. But look, this I love seeing this. Look at this, where you have support, very clear area of support, 2 of them, very clear area of resistance, 2 strikes, RSI trending up and right, or the prime oscillator in this case. All right, basically it's an RSI based oscillator. So you have both confirmed support and resistance with multiple touches and RSI or prime oscillator working its way up and right. It was screaming, we're gonna go up and right. All right, it was screaming to you. So this is why I jumped on that one. So that's that, and then here you go. All right, so if it breaks down though, I got ADD sometimes. Sorry, it happens. You guys will have to roll with it. So if it breaks down, you have this trend line, right? This trend line goes way back. All right, we were following this for quite some time here on the channel. And now it has worked its way back up. So if the price were to come down, I was like, ooh, that could be an opportunity. That could be an opportunity, and you have the 0.382. I took the fib retracement off. This is a macro pull from the bottom of the move to the top. And there's confluence there. There's confluence at about 84,700, 84,800. And the bottom of this range. All right, so bottom of the range, trend line, fib retracement, 0.382. If you guys don't know, the 0.382 is technically the area that you would like to see a move retrace to before it continues to the upside. That's a very bullish level on the fib retracement. The 0.32 is just a bullish area for it to pull back to and then continue its up and right movement. So you have that. If you were to break down for that, I'm telling you what, I was going to load up hard at the next level. I was going to load up very hard. Reason being, you have the median of the channel. All right, this channel goes back to 2021. We've yet to see it for quite some time. We haven't been underneath this channel since November 2024. Median of the channel. You have the old all-time high. Now, when I say old, we're going to say 2024 at this point. Yeah, I actually can label that 2024 now. So that's your 2024. No, it's not your 2024 high, but it was your October high. Okay, so before we really took off and broke out of the range, all right, you can see the consolidation period that happened. Look what it's doing again. It's looking pretty similar. The range is looking pretty similar. But anyways, we broke out. All right, so that was that consolidation period of like 6 months. It was something absolutely bananas. And then that was the high before it broke. Got a quick little retest, took off. So you have that. Basically, we would be flipping resistance into support. And of course, there's confluence there in that area, as well as liquidity. All right, so all the liquidity that was in this area would have just been gone, wiped out. And to be honest, there wasn't a lot right here. It was as you got a little bit further down here. All right, so that was going to be a quick move, to be honest. If it broke the 382, I think it would have been a really quick move down to 73.8 or in that area. But this is where I really would have loaded up. Like I would have dropped some capital in this area at about 73.8. There's no doubt about it. But not saying I wasn't confident in this area, because like I said, I added the spot bags as well as leverage positions, just based on this channel that we've been talking about on this channel for months, probably a year now, because I was talking about it when it came down here. Remember that a lot of people flip bearish on you right here. I can't tell you how many channels flipped bearish on you right here. Right when it broke underneath of this channel and on the weekly, and I said it, I don't care until we get a weekly close under this channel. We didn't. We never did. It pulled right back into the range. So what it did, came down, swing failure pattern, reestablished the range, came back down for another retest, boop, never saw it again. Never saw it again. All right, so this channel means a lot to me. I would highly recommend putting it on your charts if you can. And let's see, you need some topside stuff, don't you? You need some topside stuff. I'm giving you, we're moving bullish, and I'm giving you all bottom side TA. So value area high. You see it came right up to the value area high, which, I mean, lines up beautifully, even as an area of horizontal resistance. You can see it was both support and resistance throughout this price action here. So, I mean, you're looking at about 102. You can see that we got a little rejection about 102.5 or 102.6. So 102, about 9, probably about 103 is where your value area high is sitting right now. So, you know, depends on how you like to play the game. You can wait for the OC retest on the top side of that at about 103, and then look for that continuation up and right, retest the area about 107. All right, so that's a nice little play of about 3,000 or so. So that's kind of where I think there's going to be resistance, and that's probably why I'm kind of leaning towards exiting those trades. They've been pretty good for me, and I'm just gonna wait. You know, and this is the time now. Let's go ahead and put a horizontal down. Put a horizontal down. Let's see if we break, and then that'll alert me if it breaks. Remember, these lines, you can use them as support or resistance. I know typically you see me use them as support, but this time we're using it as resistance because I want to see if it breaks. But yeah, let's see. I mean, let's go down to just a smaller time frame and see what kind of momentum. I mean, it's probably stupid. Yeah, oscillator looks beautiful, up and right, turns silver, 45 degrees up and right. It's just screaming strength to the upside for now. But I'd say area of resistance right here. You can see the resistance right here. We've already experienced it, right? Because we had a big dip. Dipsy do, I like to say, right in this area at about 106 to 107. So you guys, that's all too obvious. I don't need to talk about it. That's an area you're going to look for price action. There's no doubt about it. So what we would like to see here, if we get a rejection off of this area at 103, come down, retest the point of control. Just like it did here. Come down, hits the point of control, goes up a little bit. That's kind of what I would be looking at. So there you go. There's a couple areas for you to look at in terms of getting some bounces. You know, if you guys are looking at scalping, intraday type trades, there's opportunities there. But yeah, you can look for an OC retest. There's nothing I can really do here because, you know, I don't really like trading 15-minute stuff. Like, that's not my game. I'll scalp here and there for funsies, or when I need to, you know, wipe people up on trading wars. You know, it's kind of my thing. Matter of fact, speaking of trading wars, there might be another one. It's in discussion, we'll say. In discussion. They are. It could happen. We'll see. Going to be some big names per the norm that are potentially going to be on there. So we'll see if that happens. But I think let's go over the chat, man. I've kind of ignored you guys while I was doing the TA. I am sorry about that. Let me see if there's anything in there. Let me know now. If you guys put anything in the chat that was actually important, drop in the chat now so I can actually see it. Shout out to Baby Yaz. What's up? How are you? Good to see you in the chat. David Gelfin, how you doing? Is ETH American? No, it is not. Unfortunately. Yeah, because I would trade that as well. Who else we got in here? That's a Saint Toaster. Market makers try to get me, but I'm still here. Let's go. Saint Toaster. Let's go. Still here. You ain't gonna get me. TradeFly wants to adopt them. Talking about the otter. You know it. All right. I think that is about it. I don't see anything else in the chat. He said XRP knows how to hold support, apparently. Hey, dude, XRP went down to like $1. Was it 50? Let me pull that up real quick. I'm gonna bounce here soon. But it had a crazy move down, like to the point I was like, damn, I didn't even like my entry anymore. What did it go down to on Coinbase? $1.77. Who was it? CVO caught that wick. So I caught the AVAX one, relatively caught the Cardano one, but he caught the XRP one. He nailed that. Look at this, man. Not that. Don't look at that. But look at this. All right. I give you these lines. I don't I leave them up. All right, we've talked about this area, and I took the fib off, and I just did, you know, the 382. I left it on there. That's your 382. That's your bullish one. All right, on the macro, that's your bullish one, the 382. We got a wick right off of it, and you had a horizontal level of support. Goodness. I would have bought more had I been watching it, to be honest with you. That's one of those things that I got in, and I was happy about my entry, and then it went down a lot more, and I was like, oof, that doesn't look good. But I'm in the positive now, so ain't no biggie. Well in the positive, so all good. All good, man. XRP, yeah. I mean, 382, that's, like I said, man, that's where you want to bounce if you're going to bounce. So you didn't get a close underneath of it, so again, you're not really calling it a lower low unless you're taking it from here. But if you're taking it from here, it's not a lower low because you want the candle close. So there you go. Other than that, I mean, XRP looks still bullish. Look at, I mean, the recovery on that is silly. So that's one thing you look at. When you got these big dips, I'll tell you what, I've had fun with these dips sometimes, man. I've made some good money off of these. I bought a bike one time. $4,000 bike. Just because there was a bloody day, just like yesterday. Let's see. There you go. 40%. Kidding me. Absolutely kidding me. 40% in less than 24 hours on a large cap. That's wild, man. All right, let's check out our daily degen. That must have got liquidated. What did we do? Did we short it? We shorted it, didn't we? Yeah, that's gone. Yep, got liquidated. Poof. That's why I only use a few bucks, man. Because that daily degen is crazy. All right, but good news. Good news. My other trades are still open, sitting at about $2,200 ish. So not bad. Not bad. Like I said, I'm thinking I'm kind of plotting on closing those out. It's been good. It's been real. Definitely going to move stop losses up, lock in the profits at a minimum. So I'll figure that out after the show. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Love you guys a long time. Thank you for being in the chat. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe. I would truly appreciate that. And with that being said, you guys have a great night. Trade safe. Be safe. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Welcome to the Nightcap, your TA home. Everybody knows we trade in them zones. Late night, no sleep, yeah, we keep it real. Crypto moves fast, no time for the feels. TradeFly rockin' charts, he about to take flight. Crypto Nightcap, where the dark meets the bright. This path ain't cheap, you can dream while you sleep. Steady building wealth, invest in yourself. Breaking it down, good vibes in sight. The makers in tight, adjusting my sight. It's all or nothing, this is how we attack. Get your head right, it's a Crypto Nightcap.